Welcome to Cat and Raven Designs. I'm Cat.
And I'm Raven.
And today we're going to be making a soap based off the transgender flag. It's going to be our Transgender Pride soap.
All right.
Yes. We just don't have a name for it yet. I'm sure I'll come up with something nice and punny. Much to Raven's dismay.
Probably. All right, and I feel like maybe I just want to say this right out the gate. I know we had a lot of new subscribers, and I'm going to say this as politely as possible. If you don't think that trans men are men, and if you don't think that trans women are women, understand that's not how we feel. We feel that trans people are valid. If you're not comfortable with that, now's the time to go ahead and bail. I wouldn't normally tell you to do that, but in case it weren't already readily apparent by the fact that we've already done 2 other Pride soaps, this is going to be another one, and they're not going to stop. We're going to keep doing more of them. So, just letting you know that right out the gate.
Oakley dokie, let's get started. I'm going to do the thing with the lye and the water and the oils. So we want this to stay fairly liquidy because we're going to be doing 5 layers.
So many layers.
And this is another one where we have the perk of being super precise. Raven is better at that than I am, however, so I'm going to let Raven handle this part.
Thank you. So I'll throw up a picture of the trans flag right now. And it's got 5 stripes. It's got a pastel blue, a pastel pink, and then white, and then repeating. If we're going to talk about being precise, I am super excited for that because unlike our previous LGBT plus Pride soaps, this one will look the same no matter which way we cut it. The other ones, because of the nature of how we have to do it, we have to cut it and then one loaf is technically upside down, which drives me batty. So I'm really excited that this is going to be nice and precise way I like things. And I also need to measure out our fragrance oil. Today we're working with Viva La Juicy, which is a dupe from Nature's Garden. It smells fun and flirty and cute, and I think it's perfect.
I love it.
It's great. So I'm going to measure out just enough of that to go into this first level. And our first color is going to be a new mica for us, which is, there we go, Sky Blue from Nurture Soap. It is a really lovely blue. Very excited to be working with that one. And look at that. So pretty.
Oh my god, it's so glittery.
Yes. All right, you got a tiny blender?
I'm a tiny blender. Tiny blender. Isn't it adorable? I think it's adorable.
Oh yeah, don't start before you put it in there. It'll spray everywhere. Perfect. I think Tiny Blender might be having a bit of a time.
Apparently, this one's a little much for Tiny Blender.
I'm sorry, Tiny Blender. We still love you. Do we need a little bit more mica in there?
Yeah.
Looks like it.
A little bit more mica, and then it's going to need a little TD.
Do we want to try and big stick it?
No.
We're going to have to with the TD.
Oh, damn it. This is why I hate TD sometimes.
So our titanium dioxide is from Nurture Soap as well. Just a little bit.
There we go.
All right, don't blend too much more though. You're going to not be able to pour evenly.
Unless you want me to get it all over the blender again.
No. I'm good.
Like I did with the yellow.
Nope, I'm all right. So next color up is Flower Girl for the pink.
Oh, yes.
Lovely.
You probably aren't going to be able to see me doing this very well because Raven is much better at this than I am. I feel like all of the soap on the tablecloth is stressing Raven out.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So much that she's obsessively cleaning it right
Not
now
obsessively,
as we speak.
Not obsessively. It just bothers me. Okay? You're gonna get, like, raw batter on yourself somehow. I just know it.
I mean, you did it first.
Oh. What? Excuse you? There we go. Look at that clean edge. So perfect. All right, so that is it for part 1, where we do the layers. We're gonna go ahead and let this cure overnight, and then we're gonna cut this in the diagonal, just like our previous Pride soaps, and we will catch you at that point. And look at that, we lost the audio footage again. Sorry about that. So just pointing out here that there is some stains at the bottom of this container. Don't worry, it's clean. It's just sort of happens sometimes where there's stains. It's been through the wash several times. So we're starting with our lye water solution, which has the titanium dioxide already mixed in. And here we go to blend. It just wasn't quite the white that we were looking for, so we added a little bit more TD in. Normally this is the kind of stuff I would edit out, so you get to see a little bit of extra today. So we're just getting that good solid white. And in goes the remainder of the fragrance oil. Blending that by hand. And now we're ready to start pouring in some of the white. When we first poured it, we noticed it was a little chunky still. Some of that TD didn't get mixed up as well as it should have, so we blended it again. There we go, looking much better. A little bubbly, but much better. So we had to wait for that to set up a little bit, and even after we waited, it wasn't quite set up enough, so we just added some more thicker from the container before putting in our heart column molds. So this is a mold we got on Amazon. Honestly, you can find these column molds everywhere. They're on Amazon, Brambleberry. I mean, they're on Wish, for God's sake. So if you need to pick one up, they're pretty much the same cost no matter where you go. But this is the same one we've used on both of our previous Pride and LGBT plus related soaps. And once those are in there, just putting in the rest of the white, which was really starting to get pretty thick at this point, but it's the third time we've done a soap like this, so we're feeling pretty confident on it. And then we went ahead and cleaned up after tapping down the mold. And of course, Cat got loose with the glitter. So, as usual, all of our glitters are biodegradable. They are safe. All of these are from Nurture Soap. It's a variety of different colors. I believe she's using the sky blue, the rose, and in a second she's going to break out the silver hollow glitter. Got that rainbow there. Alright, well, we're about to hop back into regular audio, so here we go. So here is the Here is the close-up on the top of the trans flag soap. Looking very, very glittery. Boy, you can't tell Kat was involved in this one, can you? Look at my table. Look at this. Kat, why?
I mean, it's just tablecloth.
Cat-
Throw it away.
Kat, why? There's nearly as much glitter on the table as there is on the soap.
Because glitter is life.
So we're going to let this cure for about 24 hours, and then we'll come back and do the cut. Catch you in a minute.
Welcome back. Day
3.
Day
3.
I mean, technically day 4 because day 3 with these soaps is usually cutting day.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's day 3 of working on it. So normally we like to talk a lot during this process, but we've been sort of struggling with what to say. Do you want to go ahead and cut the sample bar so we can get a look at things?
So usually we'll show you guys the sides, but...
You've seen them already.
Yeah. So we're going to go ahead and cut the sample bar and see what it looks like on the inside. Exciting.
I'm super excited.
Oh, I forgot that heart embed is such a pain in the butt.
Yeah.
Oh.
That looks fantastic. Look at that.
Woohoo.
So we've done 2 different Pride soaps before this one already. We did just the general Pride, and we did the Bi Pride, the Big Bi Energy. Which those we at least felt like we had a certain amount of like we personally could identify with those, and we're cis, so we want to be respectful with this, you know, and we didn't want to make it a joke. We didn't want it to be in any way disrespectful or hurtful to any trans folks. You know, we love you, you're valid, we support you. And we wanted to make sure that we were being honest with this, that we wanted this to be supportive and validating. And that's important, you know, and normally we like to be funny and silly, and we're going to try and be that here today, but we also want to be serious a little bit, you know, that we as cis people who want to be allies need to make sure that we're taking things seriously, that we're being respectful and using that to be helping with visibility and things like that. So, you know, to anybody who's trans out there, I just want to let you know, you're awesome. We support you. If you're a trans guy, you look very handsome today. If you're a trans lady, you look very pretty today. Good job. You're doing awesome. And...
here's some glitter for your effort.
The glitter squad is here for you. To other cis folks out there, make sure that you're doing your best to respect the trans folk in your life that you come across, that you're respecting their pronouns, that you're using their chosen name that they want to go by, that you're being good to people. You know, I guess that's the big thing that we can really say is be good to everybody if you can, as much as you can. And something I've been coming across a lot from other cis folk is talking about, like, well, what do I do about the whole pronoun thing? Let me give you an example, because I feel like a lot of cis folk like to say, like, well, I don't feel like it's comfortable for me to ask what somebody's pronouns are. And, like, what would you rather do? Would you rather be a little uncomfortable for a hot second and feel awkward and just ask someone their pronouns so that you can be respectful and you can not make them feel terrible? Or would you rather misgender somebody and trigger dysphoria and make them feel like crap? So I think you can manage to be a little uncomfortable for a minute. Let me give you a little role play example. Here's how you can respectfully ask someone their pronouns. Hi, my name's Raven. My pronouns are she, her. What are yours? Nice and easy. And then whatever they tell you, you just go with that. Problem solved. It's not hard, and you may feel uncomfortable the first couple times, but I can imagine that most trans folk or non-binary folks would rather that you just ask and then listen to their answer than assume or ignore the answer that they give you. So, cis folk, go out there and be good, okay? Trans folk, go out there and be awesome.
Well, no, I was gonna say in my case, like my pronouns are whatever I'm presenting as.
That your pronouns can change, and that's okay. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. And it's not hard to say she, her, or he, him, and using they, them is not that hard either. It's something that I've talked to my kids about. You know, they're 6 and 4 at the time of recording this, and I've already talked to them about making sure that you use the pronouns or the name that someone prefers. That even if you think that they look or sound or whatever a certain way, that you go with how they feel. They understood that really easily. You know, I told them that how someone feels in their heart about themselves is more important than what you think that that person should be. Or
Nice thick sample.
that it's a big sample. You know, I want to make sure that I tell my kids about all kinds of different things. You know, I want it to be normal. I don't want it to be something that I don't tell them about until they're older. Because, like, what if one of my kids is trans? I don't know. They don't know yet, probably. I don't know. They might. Who knows? But I want them to feel like it's normal and okay.
I don't know, your daughter and her love of dresses.
Yeah, she's pretty femme. But I just want it to be normal. You know, I want to normalize it. I don't want it to be this thing that I don't tell them about until they're older, so that way it's weird later on. Like, I want it to be something that's just, they already know about, and it's okay, and that's fine, you know? Because then, if they identify as anything in the spectrum of LGBTQ+, then at least they know that it's okay, and that I love them, and that I support them. And even if they don't, if they are straight and cis, like, then at least I'm helping to lay the groundwork for them to be supportive to other people.
So I think I figured out why this one was sticking up above.
Yeah, we should have cut the top somehow.
No, look at the bottom.
Right, but that bottom, this
Yeah.
blue bottom here, that was the top of the soap.
Oh.
So it wasn't flat.
Oh.
That's the problem. But it's okay. It still looks really cool. And I'm just excited that no matter which way this loaf is pointed, the colors are in the correct direction. That drives me crazy about the other two, that half the loaf is technically upside down. I need it to be the right direction. I don't know. Lately I've been trying to make sure that I educate myself as much as possible, and that I spend time listening to the experiences of people who are different from me. I feel like that's important. And I've been on TikTok a lot lately, and there's a lot of really awesome TikTokers that are trans, and it's been important to hear their experience and their views on the world and the things that they deal with, so that way I can make sure that I'm doing better and I'm not causing problems for people if I can avoid it. And I feel like that's really what you got to try and aim for, is just do the best that you can and learn and grow and try to be good to other people. I was trying to find, like, on Pride had kind of a basic name, and Big Bi Energy had kind of a funny name, sort of a joke within being bi. And I wanted to maybe have a fun name for this one, but I went to go look up, you know, like some trans memes, you know, from folks that are trans, and see if there's any sort of running theme with, you know, some sort of humorous phrase or saying. And let me tell you, y'all got some dark humor. Like, I appreciate it as someone who has pretty dry-witted. But I was like, oh man, I don't want to name something dark because that makes it sound like it's bad, and that's not what I want. I want it to be fun. I want it to be a celebration. I don't want it to be boring or bland, but maybe we're just going to have to go with trans pride or trans flag.
I don't know. We could maybe do a poll and just be like,
What should we call this?
yeah, what should we call this? Hey, any of our if we have any trans fans, feel free to send us a private message. We'll take a bunch of names and either select our favorite or put it up for a poll.
Yeah. So you can leave us a comment, or we're on Instagram too. You can send us a direct message there if you're not comfortable doing it publicly. But like, what do you think we should call this one? I mean, I'm pretty open to options here, so I'll leave that up to the community at large. What do you think we should call this one? I'm really happy with how it came out, though. It looks really good. So excited. I mean, no shade to other soap makers, obviously, but I really like that ours is more than just the flag stripes. I want to do good, but sometimes I just don't know.
And it's okay to admit that you don't know.
Yeah. Alrighty. So here are our finished Trans Pride Trans Flag soaps. All ready to go on the curing rack. Looking super cute. Look at that glitter. Very glittery. So as usual, it's our biodegradable glitter, and it does wash off relatively quickly. So anybody who doesn't like glitter, it's okay, it doesn't stay. All right, so these will be on the curing rack for about 4 weeks, and then they'll be ready to be packaged and sent out. So you can keep an eye on the status on our Instagram, where we're Cat and Raven Designs. It's also tied pretty closely to our Facebook as well. And you'll always be able to pick up our soaps at catandravendesigns.com. Currently, that's linked to our Etsy account. Looking very cute. There we go. So again, we love y'all. Have a good rest of your day, good rest of your week. We'll catch you for the next video. Bye.